Okay. Okay, so the hint is the flag is at /flag. So going to this website, this thing pops up, another logging form. So what I did was I tried some basic SQLi injection to see if I can bypass this logging, but it showed invalid logging on both attempts. So I can see there are probably no SQL injections. So what I did was I went to inspect, and there also didn't seem anything important or suspicious. So what I did was I just downloaded all the files of this website I tried. So using this command, it just downloads all the necessary files. So here I can see there is a file called robots.txt, which has this thing which basically says for all user agents disallow this page. So an important thing is the extension is phps, sorry. So usually the extension is php, but here I can see an s there. So what I test is I just put an s there and see what happens, and it just gave me the php code. Basically I can see some php code here. So in this code I can see there is another php file. So I visited that too. But it's also kind of blocked. Can say it says I'm a guest, so I also used an as there. And again, as I expected, it just showed me the code for it. So there is also some PHP code, and I can see there is another PHP file called cookie.php. So again visited that. So in this page I did not find any new pages. So these are the 3 pages that I have access to, PHP files. And this one is a very interesting one because there are 2 classes permissions. So there's one class permission, and it's used to check the permission of the user. Basically the user has the permission of admin access or not. So going through this code, I found this block which is interesting, which says if the cookie is logging, whatever the content of the logging cookie is, it just decodes it to base64 and then deserialize it. And if there are any errors, it just says deserialization error and just prints out the deserialized version of the code. So so I tried to see what I could decode, what I could deserialized. So going through these codes, there doesn't seem anything I could have deserialized. So what deserializing is basically using a JavaScript object and deserializing it, so it's kind of encoded. So here is an interesting object which is access log. What it does is it's used to read files, as it can be seen from here that whenever an admin is logged in, it gets the log file from the access log class, where the access log file is access.log, and it just appends the results to here. So which means this class can be used to read files from the directory of the server. So what I did was I made a class exactly the same name, exactly the same variable name, but the access file is /flag, because that was the hint that was given. So after making this class, I made a new object and serialized it. So after running this command, this is the serialized version of this class I've got. So as I can also see from here that whatever I got from the login cookie, it's first URL decoded and then base64 decoded. So I have to probably encode it in base64. So that's what I did in burp. There's a decoder tool which lets me decode it to base64. So it automatically did that. Sorry, encode to base64. Yes. So this is the base64 version of this serialized code. So I was looking for where I can put the login cookie. So I open a burp, and in the authentication PHP it said welcome guest. So I thought about injecting the login cookie here. So what I did was I turned on the intercept on and reload the page. I sent it to repeater, and in repeater I can see I can manipulate the cookie. So what I did was I added another field called login and just pasted this deserial base64 version of the deserialized code. So after sending this, I get deserialization error because I think this is probably wrong. So what happened was, let's check. Okay, as I can see there was a white space before, so I just removed it and encoded again with base64. Now I'll copy it and in burp suit I'll paste the new value, and it gives me the flag. So what happens here is whenever I put this login cookie, it first decodes it to base64 and unserialized it. After unserializing it got this basically this class which holds the // flag. So this class, what this class does is it just gets access to the file what I've provided. So in this case it's // flag. So here it checks if there are any isAdmin or isGuest parameters or methods where it doesn't have. It just only has a global variable name log file. So it obviously throws an error, and after showing the error it also prints out the deserialized version of the code we have put in the login cookie. So here in the burp we can see it prints deserialization error, which is this line, and also the permission, which is this basically. So this is our flag, and I'm just gonna submit it.